Now, for the majority of us, improving our cadence means increasing our cadence. Turning our legs over more quickly can drastically improve our efficiency as a runner. So today I've got some tips, tricks, and drills to help you do just that. Now, if you were to keep your stride length the same, but increase your cadence, you would basically run faster. Now, I do understand you don't necessarily always want to just simply run faster and faster. So initially, it's recommended that you actually reduce your stride length in order to help you to improve and increase your cadence. So by reducing your stride length and increasing your cadence, it actually helps promote a better placement of your foot underneath your body, underneath your center of gravity, rather than extending out and heel striking in front of you. This in turn can help to reduce impact through the lower limbs and also the braking force that the heel strike can quite often produce. Now, we actually received a great tip from a pro triathlete here on GTN, Kaiser Sally, in which she emphasised the importance of arm movement to improve our cadence. And well, it's worked pretty well for Kaiser. Basically, if you want your legs to move faster, then lead with your arms. It's far easier to change and increase the speed and rate of our arms than it is our legs, but our legs will follow our arms. Just try this on the spot if you like. Standing there, start jogging, moving your arms and your legs obviously, and then start increasing the rate of your arms and seeing how your legs follow suit. And have fun with this. See how fast you can get it and also get used to the feeling of that. Also, interestingly, our stride pattern, our cadence can subconsciously be affected by other external factors which can play into our favour. So music, for instance, shouldn't be discounted. If you already run listening to music, then actually think about the types of tracks that you're choosing and their beats per minute. If you can align their beats per minute with the desired cadence you're going after, then it can actually really help. You can actually find some already dedicated playlists out there that are designed for certain beats per minute to help you with your steps per minute. Or slightly less fun route is getting a metronome app on your phone or metronome device and simply setting that to desired beats per minute and then simply landing your foot with each of those beats. Now then, you've perhaps figured this one out already, but to increase your cadence, you will ultimately reduce your foot ground contact time, i.e. how long your foot spends on the ground before pushing off for the next one. This is something I always had to work on during my career, so why not flip it on its head? Focus on reducing that ground contact time to increase your cadence. And a really good tool for this is something called a rope ladder. Now, you've perhaps seen footballers using this, hockey players using it for drills, and basically running through it, fast feet putting their feet in each of the ladders. You can also change direction through it too. It's great fun. You may be able to access one at your local gym, have one yourself, or maybe a local running club. If you don't have access to one, absolutely fine. You can go old school, get a bit of chalk, mark out some lines on the road, and again, using it in a similar way. Alternatively, maybe evenly spaced tiles on the pavement and just making sure that you put your foot on each of those tiles and with time try and reduce that distance. Well, following on from that, there's other really good specific drills that don't require any kit at all, one of which is the high knee drill. Whilst it is quite an exaggerated drill, it does enforce really good technique with that high knee drive, but ultimately it's really focusing on that quick, fast leg movement and that quick ground contact time at the bottom. You can also use that to work towards a desired cadence and work out what works for you. And then another one is the jump rope or skipping rope, however you call it. Again, really good for working on that ground contact time. And if you're really skilled with that, you can actually do single leg, one to the other, almost emulating that running action. And then following on from that, we have a slightly more advanced drill, but a really good one for improving cadence and ground contact time, and that is the A skip. Now for this, you have one leg up around 90 degrees, hip and knee, really good strong position, and you're gonna bring that leg really fast down to the ground, and you do a little hop on that leg before driving the next leg quickly up. And whilst it is obviously really good to get that fast movement down to the ground, is that hop at the bottom that is really important. And then finally, when we hit hills or inclines, we tend to shorten our stride length. And as a way to try and maintain our speed as best as possible, we tend to increase our cadence as a result. Now we can use that to its advantage. We can do some shorter, high intensity reps on hills to really work on that high cadence and hopefully take that forward into the rest of our training. I'm talking of higher intensity. You can do this on the flat or on tracks as well. Doing some short strides, some short efforts, simply 50, 60 meters, and really going hard and focusing on that high cadence. And you can do that after a warm-up, before a main set. It's a way of really kicking your body into action and getting used to that higher cadence, and then hopefully taking that forward into the rest of the session. Equally, any workout where you're running faster than your normal easy run pace, you'll hopefully be working and running at a higher cadence anyway, so tempo, threshold efforts, again, fantastic for working on moving your legs a little bit faster. Well, there we go, that is how to improve your cadence. Now, you've probably noticed we haven't actually given you a specific cadence today. You've probably already heard of the famous 180 steps per minute. Now that has come from research on elite marathon runners. Now it's important to note that that has come from the middle of a race and from elite runners. So it's not necessarily something we should all necessarily be striving for. That said, it's worth noting and taking into account because many of us are way below that. So if we can do something to get somewhere near that, it is going to help us. So there we go. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If so, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments section down below and we'll do our best to get back to you. And don't forget to give us a follow over on social media and subscribe just down below.